Muy buenas noches, señoras y señores. Muy bienvenidos a la entrega de premios de Joe L. García New Image Awards. Vamos a darle un fuerte aplauso al ballet folclórico de Rochelle Memory. Bienvenidos.
Con permiso, vengo de Chihuahua, con todo respeto les vengo a cantar. De mi tierra el saludo norteño, al quitarme el sombrero les vengo a dejar. Es Chihuahua el estado más grande y así de grandote es el corazón de su gente que siempre respeta, pero también grita cuando hay la razón.
Buenas tardes a todos. Es un honor estar aquí tocando para ustedes en esta noche. ¿Se imaginan? Venimos desde Garland High School, desde hasta allá por Garland High School, Garland Avenue. Esta noche vamos a tocar 3 temas clásicos para ustedes. Vamos a empezar con uno de los temas más clásicos del señor, la leyenda, Vicente Fernández. Como él decía, ¡échenle, muchachos! ¡Vámonos! ¡Hurra! Yo sé bien que estoy afuera, pero el día en que yo me muera, sé que tendrás que llorar. Llorar y llorar, llorar y llorar. Dirás que no me quisiste, pero vas a estar muy triste y así te vas a quedar. Con dinero, sin dinero, hago siempre lo que quiero y mi palabra es la ley. No tengo trono ni reina, ni nadie que me comprenda, pero sigo siendo el rey. ¡Échale, mariachi! Una piedra en el camino me enseñó que mi destino era rodar y rodar. Rodar y rodar, rodar y rodar. Después me dijo un arriero que no hay que llegar primero, pero hay que saber llegar. Con dinero o sin dinero, hago siempre lo que quiero y mi palabra es la ley. No tengo trono ni reina, ni nadie que me comprenda, pero sigo siendo el rey. Gracias.
Si nos dejan, nos vamos a querer toda la vida. Si nos dejan, nos vamos a vivir un mundo nuevo. Yo creo podemos ver el nuevo amanecer de un nuevo día. Yo pienso que tú y yo podemos ser felices todavía. Si nos dejan, buscamos un rincón cerca del cielo. Si nos dejan, haremos con las nubes terciopelo. Y ahí, juntitos los dos, cerquita de Dios, será lo que soñamos. Si nos dejan, te llevo de la mano, corazón, y ahí nos vamos. Si nos dejan, buscamos un rincón cerca del cielo. Si nos dejan, haremos con las nubes terciopelo. Y ahí, juntitos los dos, cerquita de Dios, será lo que soñamos. nos dejan. Te llevo de la mano, corazón, y ahí nos vamos. Si nos dejan de todo lo demás, nos olvidamos. Si nos dejan, si nos dejan. Gracias, gracias.
All right, welcome to the new Image Awards. I hope everybody seated down. We're going to start with our Master of Ceremonies. My name is Javier Solis, Committee Liaison, and Bienvenidos. I'd like to introduce our third grade bilingual teacher from Freeman, Magali Mancera.
Thank you, Javier Solis, for also introducing me. My name is Magali Mancera. I am a first-generation American, and I see myself in a lot of the students around me in my classroom as well as here. When I decided to go for my master's degree, I always knew I wanted to work for Garland. I actually attended North Lake Elementary School in my very early years. I always loved the community, and I grew up around the neighborhood. I received my bilingual teaching degree from UNT. I was interviewed at Freeman Elementary and quickly accepted the position as the third grade bilingual teacher. Most recently, I was inspired by my principal, Kelly Garcia, to continue my education and achieve my master's degree in educational leadership with a principal certification. I never imagined myself as a Hispanic woman to be able to achieve the things I have up to this day. I am now only 3 weeks away from finishing my education. We now have our keynote speaker, the principal of Weaver Elementary School, Mr. Ernest Espino.
Oh man, no pressure here speaking in front of all your colleagues. And bienvenidos a todos. Es un gran placer poder tener estos unos momentos con ustedes. I am going to start off with a very short Joe Garcia moment. There are several that I can share. Kind of my bio really quickly though. Went to Freeman Elementary, through Garland ISD, Bussey Middle School, Garland High School, class of 2001. Received my bachelor's degree from the University of Jamestown in North Dakota in 2005, and then graduated with my master's degree from Concordia University, Texas in 2015. And I am now have had the awesome pleasure of being the principal of Weaver Elementary. It has been a tremendous 3 years. And I absolutely love what I do. There is no better job than being a school principal. So, parents, tonight I thank you for the opportunity. It's a huge honor given the icon that I'm speaking on behalf of. When he called me, I was on a field trip with my students, and I didn't even tell Kelly this, but I had to pull over. Because when you get a call that says, hey, this is Joe Garcia, call me. That's a little intimidating because of who he is and the impact that he has had on our community. Definitely today, I'd also like to thank my mom and dad. My mom currently is here present. Thank you, Mama, for molding me and creating what you have created in front of you today. So thank you. So I'm going to be really threefold here. The first thing, I'll start with the Joe Garcia story, then I'll move to the parents, and I'm going to speak only in Spanish, and then to the students, I'll speak in English. My Joe Garcia story starts out at Bussey Middle School, Mr. Garcia, ni sé si se acuerde. Pero he was on lunch duty, and my compadre is here, somewhere in here, Salvador. He's also an assistant principal here in town, and we went to Bussey together, and we would always sit. Back then, the demographic of Bussey Middle School was extremely different than what it is today. And there was a very small Hispanic Latino population, and we were part of that. Mr. Garcia made sure that every day that he was on lunch duty, we went into lunch, that he made us feel safe, made us feel welcome. And then he caught us one day Chava, I don't even know if you were there, but I know I was. I think Jose was with us, and Mom always would get up every morning, would send us with lunch, and we didn't have much, pero nos mandaba con tacos de chorizo y huevo. Y pues nosotros, pues una familia súper humilde de ranchito, gracias a lo que tenemos, o sea, nos daban lo que nos podían dar. Y Mr. Garcia un día nos agarró, nos comíamos los tacos, pero como a escondidas. And we would eat them with a little bit of embarrassment because we would take a bite out of our taco and hide it. And make sure that nobody would see us. And he caught onto us one day and he came over, he's like, "What are y'all doing?" He's like, well, and we would say, "Well, Mr. Garcia, we don't have Lunchables like them." And, you know, Lunchables were that was the fancy lunch back then. And we didn't have enough to be able to take Lunchables. We had enough to have chorizo and huevo tacos. And he said, "Let me tell you something right now." He said, "Do not ever, ever be afraid of who you are or where you come from." And to this day, I've lived by that. It drives me. I don't think I've ever told you this story. Kelly, I've never told you this story. But I want to thank you for that because it has driven me to where it has been part of me, where I'm never embarrassed of what I'm eating. And I think at that point, after that, where we were he comforted us in a sense of it's okay to have chorizo and egg tacos. Afterwards, he would ask, he's like, "Where's my tacos?" Because he would come over, he'd pull up a chair, and we would just eat tacos with him. And I thank you for that. I am forever grateful for what you did and how you took care of us. So, mil gracias. Bendiciones. Ahora unos puntos para los padres. Que alcen la mano todos mis padres de los niños, por favor, para más o menos ubicarme dónde están en el... Sí, un aplauso para todos los padres, niños, por favor. Primeramente les quiero dar muchísimas felicidades en este logro con sus hijos. Gracias por siempre, obvio que los apoyan y los respaldan. 3 puntos muy simples que me han ayudado a mí a través de lo que me han inculcado mis padres. Sigan inculcándoles buenos morales para que crezcan y sean personas de buen caminar. Les prometo que ese fruto lo van a ver, se los prometo. Punto número 2, dejen que sus hijos fracasen. Sé que uno de padre, especialmente latino, que siempre está tras los hijos, que nunca quiere que se caigan o que fracasen. Uno de padres siempre quiere lo mejor y está bien, no hay nada mal con eso, pero si un padre siempre está para salvar a sus hijos, no van a crecer. Y cuando sean adultos siempre van a estar dependientes en ustedes. Siempre hablen con sus hijos y reflexionen sobre esos fracasos y cómo lo hacen a uno como padre, pero a uno como hijo crecer. Les va a dar muchísimo éxito eso. Punto número 3, siempre hablen con sus hijos sobre la importancia del estudio. Y si no es estudio, de una habilidad o una herramienta o un oficio. El estudio es algo que sus hijos, nadie jamás se los podrá quitar. Por lo que quieran, el estudio jamás se podrá quitar. Pero por favor, incúlqueles eso, que es sumamente importante, especialmente ahorita el paso que van a tomar ellos. So, mil gracias por eso. Les agradezco mucho su tiempo. Points for the kids now. I think that's what we're here for. And a very interesting story. Not long time ago, I was in that same chair receiving the Joe Garcia New Image Award in 5th grade with Miss Hornbeek at Freeman Elementary, where my principal was Dr. Reed, I believe. It's very, very interesting, and I'm gonna lead with the students from a story that my pastor, I'm not gonna preach up here, but my pastor, he does a lot of leadership, and I'm gonna take kind of a story that he talked about and tell you guys and kind of add some things. But he was coaching a couple of kids for basketball at the University of Florida. He's a big Florida guy. And he started talking about diamonds. Everybody know what diamonds are, right? Diamonds are gorgeous. They're beautiful. Diamonds also require a lot of work, though, to get them in the state that they're at. The natural state of a diamond is not very, very pretty. So you've got to put it in the hands of somebody who's going to work on it, and somebody who can mold it, and somebody who can chip away all the dirt and everything that comes with it in its natural state. So he said, we are kind of like diamonds, and it spoke to me, and I'm telling you guys because everybody in here is a diamond. And what we look at that, when we're all diamonds and we place and we surround ourselves with different people that mold us, your parents, your coaches, your teachers, and you're asking yourself, why is this person, why is this coach getting on to me? Why is this teacher getting on to me? Why do I have to do my homework? Why does my mom and dad asking me or telling me to do this? They are molding you into the person that they want you to be, just like that diamond. Okay? When it's natural state, you've got to work at it. You got to chip away things, and you got to chip away things. Okay? For me, there's some people in this room right now that have chipped away of what created where I'm at right now. But whether it be my past principals, my current colleagues, there's a lot of people in this room that are going to chip away at you. Trust the process. Okay? You're not going to like it as a 5th grader or as a 6th grader or as a 12th grader. Trust the process. I guarantee you you're going to be all right. The moral of the story, surround yourself with great people. When you surround yourself with great people, great things are going to happen. Don't be a what-if person. This is moving on to the next point. Don't be a what-if person. Well, Mr. Espino, what do you mean by that? Don't be sitting at 50 thinking, what if I would have taken that opportunity? Where would I be right now? What if? Don't be a what if. Whatever opportunity that comes your way, take it. Okay? Because you're never going to get that opportunity ever again in your life. Be a leader, not a follower. Take the road that's not taken. Okay? You lead the pack, blaze the trail. Right now you're in 5th grade. It doesn't mean a whole lot to you. Trust me, in a few years, it will. I wish you all the best. Congratulations again on your huge accomplishment. This is huge. I hope that in 10, 20 years, you guys are up here introducing the next group of 5th graders. It has been an honor and a pleasure. Thank you all for the opportunity. I'm short and sweet. Mil gracias, padres. Les agradezco muchísimo por la oportunidad. Que pasen feliz noche. Les deseo el éxito del mundo. Y bendiciones siempre. Gracias. Thank you.
Before we begin, if your name is called, just come up to the stage, receive your certificate, and go back to your seat, please. Mr. Joe Garcia will now be introducing the Dream Team.
Yo soy el que han estado hablando toda la noche. Yo me llamo Joe Garcia. ¿Cómo han cambiado los tiempos, no? En 1968, in 1968, when I came to Garland, I was the only Hispanic teacher in Garland ISD. No había hispanos. Ahora, Bussy, ahí fue donde empecé yo, ahora son como 90% niños hispanos. But back then, there was only one Hispanic teacher at Bussy, and I think 1 or 2 students. So things have changed, and those tacos, Neto, now Anglo-American people eat more tacos than Hispanics. Now, okay, vamos a seguir a lo que venimos. Les voy a introducir a 3 alumnos que fueron estudiantes de aquí de South Garland. I'm going to introduce you 3 students. They're South Garland students that I love these kids. To me, they were a success story. This is my dream team right here. And you know what I'm talking about, a dream team. And so I'm going to introduce Abraham Aviles. He's an accountant. Now, Junior, or ¿cómo se llama? ¿Mujer o de hombre? No, Nayeli. No, la que traes aquí. No sabe si es hombre o mujer. Pero si es if it's a boy, le van a llamar José. Okay. Nayeli López. She's a teacher at Sam Houston. And Nayeli Medrano, she's an engineer. Thank you.
And now with the New Image Award recipients from Abbott Elementary, Eric Rodriguez, Camila Garcia,
From Armstrong Elementary, Anthony Martinez, Juliet Solórzano.
from Back Elementary, Brian Rodriguez, Renata Flores,
Beaver Technology Center, Anthony García y Emily Gutiérrez.
from Bradfield Elementary, Michael Ortiz, Stephanie Martinez,
From Bullock Elementary, Javier Delgado, Dariana Sánchez.
for Caldwell Elementary, Rolando Hernández y Paola Martínez.
Carver Elementary, Edgar Palencia y Dulce Trujillo.
For Centerville Elementary, Miguel Bautista y Alexa Rodríguez.
For Club Hill Elementary, Eduardo Mejía, Amanda Enríquez.
For Cooper Elementary, Jordan Sánchez y Carla Arredondo.
For Couch Elementary, Richard Chen y Belinda García.
Daughtery Elementary, Josué Alonso y Angelina Galván.
For Davis Elementary, Andy Alonso and Jocelyn Rivas.
Dorsey Elementary, Jared Trejo Hernández y Jacqueline Mena Echegaray.
For Edrich Elementary, Gabriel Santoyo y Jacqueline Ortiz.
Freeman Elementary, Cristian Ábalos y Melanie Velázquez.
Gideon Stedham Elementary, Christopher Alfaro, Fernanda Quesada.
Golden Meadows Elementary, Ronald Contreras y Juliana Mata.
For Henley Elementary, Isaí Razo y Claritza Medrano.
For Heather Glen Elementary, Kenneth Pérez y Denise Guzmán.
For Hereford Elementary, Carlos Sánchez y Liliana Jaramillo.
Hickman Elementary, John Zavala y Jimena Gutiérrez.
Hillside Academy, George Urrutia y Montserrat Gallegos.
Keeley Elementary, Jonathan Rodríguez y Victoria Mercado.
For Kimberlin Academy, Jesse Díaz y Natalie Ramírez.
Liberty Grove Elementary, Adlane Espinosa y Ruth Cabrera.
Lister Elementary, Giovanni Say, Aileen Estrada Alcántara.
Luna Elementary, Iván Pantoja e Isabela Álvarez.
Montclair Elementary, Tommy Castañeda y Vanessa Zamora.
Northlake Elementary, Brandon García y Susan Hinojosa Noris.
Parkcrest Elementary, Brian Faustino y María Zarate.
For Pearson Elementary, Diego Esparza y Valeria Olivares.
Ralph Roach Elementary, Eder Pérez y Melanie Cervantes.
Rowlett Elementary, Eric Reina y Celeste Lamas.
Sewell Elementary, Juan Pérez García y Verónica Vergara.
Shore Haven Elementary, Anthony Corona y Leslie García.
For Sugar Elementary, Andrew Martínez y Catherine Rivera.
For Southgate Elementary, Jonathan Ramos y Miriam Rodríguez.
For Spring Creek Elementary, Ricardo Herrera y Ángeles Valencia Ortiz.
For Stevens Elementary, Brian Arreguín y Natalie Sánchez.
For Toller Elementary, Anthony Rosales y Margarita Morales.
Classical Center at Vial, Ezequiel Hernández y Camila Mercado.
Walnut Glen Academy, Ethan Norris y Jennifer Hernández.
Watson Technology, Eric García Cano y Emma González.
Weaver Elementary, Giovanni González y Brisa González.
Williams Elementary, Yacet Chávez y Abigail Sánchez. Congratulations to all of our students.
Felicitaciones a todos los estudiantes y un fuerte aplauso para ellos.
I would like to thank Dr. Lopez and all his lieutenants for allowing us to be here tonight. This is an honor for my family. This is an honor. It's an honor for me, of course. This is something that we will never forget. Every year it seems like it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and hopefully it will continue being that way. I started this program in 1992. And the reason that I started this program is because I was the Hispanic liaison, and principals would invite me to come to their awards assemblies and make presentations. Well, I noticed that there were a lot of our Hispanic students that would attend the awards assemblies, but they were not getting the awards. So with the permission of our superintendent, he allowed me to start this New Image Awards in 1992. Just recently, we changed it to Joe Garcia Awards, and hopefully it will remain like that forever. So again, I want to thank also Ramon Aguilar for being the director of this program here. So thank you very much. I'd like to also thank he very seldom gets recognized, or that nobody recognizes him, but Javier Solis, he spends a lot of his time organizing this event. So let's give him an applause. And now, Mrs. Susan Russell.
Thank you so much. Students, could you stand up for me? Everybody stand up. One more round of applause for these outstanding scholars. Stay up, boys and girls. I'd like you to turn around now. You wouldn't be here except for the support of your beautiful parents, guardians, grandparents, and family. So give them, students, a beautiful round of applause. And parents, thank you for all you do to support our students and to make life so much so much better for them. Thank you, students. You may be seated. Again, thank you all for coming. Mr. Garcia was right. I did not know that I was going to be called upon to speak, but I'm deeply honored to be able to thank you all for being here, to wish you safe travels home, and to tell you students to keep reaching higher and higher. Today is the beginning of an outstanding future for you. Keep shining and keep doing great things. Thank you all so much.
Thank you very much for coming. And students, not too long ago, these three students were right there where you're sitting at. And I am looking, I'm seeing a lot of you just like them. So let's continue con muchas ganas y para adelante. Padres, apoyen a sus hijos y estén con ellos hasta el final, ¿ok? Muchísimas gracias. Thank you very much.